Daddy always told me not to give my heart away to girls too soon. Lay back and cruise, play the mouse and let the cat pursue. So I never really do this, but girl, you seem so shy. Let me make it easy to help you break the ice tonight. 'Cause every time you smile, I fill up with butterflies. And I know that I caught you wandering eye, and I ain't looking at any other guy. So I don't know if you know, but I'm kind of a big deal. Someone that your friends might say, don't let that one get away. I don't know if you know, but I'm kind of a big deal. So hold me in your arms tonight. I could be your Mrs. Right. Na, na, na. So Daddy, please forgive me, but I gotta do what I got to do. Girl, I have to let you know, noticed you a while ago. Better stop before this opportunity walks out the door. And ask me what my name is, something clever if you like. Or start by saying hi, just say my name right. 'Cause I want this conversation to go late into the night. Every time you smile, I fill up with butterflies. And I know that I caught you wandering eye, and I ain't looking at any other guys. So I don't know if you know, but I'm kind of a big deal. Someone that your friends might say, don't let that one get away. I don't know if you know, but I'm kind of a big deal. So hold me in your arms tonight. Oh, I could be your Mrs. Right. Ooh, na 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 na. Oh, hold me in your arms tonight. I could be a Mrs. Right.
Yes. Reese, I love it. Happy Friday. Yay! Extra happy hour with Up and Adam in the Morning and our friends from Refined Distillery. Look at this. Look at all these little friendly squares we have. Susan Lou, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Adam?
It's almost like the Brady Bunch.
I know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't know if we all look at each other in the squares like we're all in the same one. So if I don't know, like if I'm looking at Suze now or like Alex and Monica.
Yeah.
You're there, Adam.
I'm there. Oh,
Sue's
wait,
there.
Wait. There.
And
You're
Alex
over,
and
yeah,
Monica
Adam,
are
you're over here. I have Sue's right here, and I have the distillery right there.
wow. I like that too.
Oh my gosh.
And
Okay,
yeah,
we're all on the
totally
same
play
page.
Hollywood Squares.
So can I drop this on Evan's head?
Yeah, totally.
All right, one more time. Evan, one more time. 1, 2, 3.
That's so funny.
Oh my
Wait.
God, how many cocktails have we had? Oh, that's right, 0 yet. Wow.
0. We're getting to it.
Suzanne is holding it down in the studio.
Yes.
We got Reese at her crib. She is ready to go once again with that like super profesh setup. I love it. You are looking sound amazing today as always.
Thank you.
Alex and Monica Villicana from Refined. What is going on, my friends?
We're doing great. So we're sitting here in the distillery getting ready for a kind of fun happy hour and, another beautiful day here in Paso.
Evan, how has your week been? How you doing, brother?
It's great. I'm very thankful for the cooled off weather this week up in Paso. That's wonderful. We're open back up for tasting, so I'll be in pouring wine and slinging spirits tomorrow afternoon. That'll be awesome.
I love it.
So yeah.
We'll talk about how we can taste some of this Refined Distillery, these high-end craft spirits up in Paso at the tasting room. Also, later on in this little happy hour, our senior photos. Sue's got a hold of all of our senior photos.
My hands are sweating. I haven't seen that picture in 30 years.
And we all opted into this too, so that's
I
great.
know.
I know.
Wait, you guys, my mom is on. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Sue's mom.
I love it. I love those
You know,
glasses.
it's so funny. It's like, I wonder what we're going to agree to at the end of the happy hour today.
Right.
I know. Well, before we get into some things, I say let's, Monica, why don't you walk us through and get us right into a cocktail?
That would be great. Let's see here, delicious. Evan, do you want to go with the delicious?
Yeah, of course. I think today we're going to be focusing on our awesome cucumber vodka. I'm sure Alex is going to be talking about how that's made. But we're going to start this delicious cocktail. It was a pretty complex cocktail, but we got together with Lauren over at Yes Mixers. She kind of reverse engineered a craft cocktail for us using our components and then putting it into a syrup. So if you've got the delicious mixer, you've got a real leg up on how to make this cocktail. So we're going to do the 1.5 parts of the mixer, the dill syrup mixer. Then we're going to do 3 parts of our cucumber vodka and 3/4 ounces of lime juice. Shake that up pretty good. Put it in a shaker with ice. Shake it up pretty good. Pour it on the rocks and then top it with club soda. So yeah, I'm pretty much there. How's everybody else doing?
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Oh man, this delicious. I mean, this fresh dill mixer smells amazing.
Isn't it great?
I was
We
gonna-
love it.
I was actually thinking, you know, I'm a big deal with your opening song, and I kept going, okay, we're starting with delicious. I was like, that's a big delicious.
I'm a big dill.
With Elton. I don't know if you know, but I'm kind of a big deal.
I
We
just
spent
did
so much.
an interview with Alex, and I was up there, and I mentioned I saw this up there and took a bottle of this home. This dill stuff is so good. I love it.
I love it because I like the more savory side of the cocktail versus sweet. So I love the savory of the dill.
I think next time we need to synchronize shaking so that we can have a quiet time
Yeah.
for everyone.
Oh,
shaking.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I did
This
the
one
same
is-
thing.
Oh.
So yeah, topping it with the club soda, and it ends up being just such a refreshing cocktail in the summertime.
Yum.
The other kind of neat thing about this one too is that if you just do a crack of salt over it, just some sea salt, it will make the flavors even more vibrant as well.
Ooh.
It's kind of like a hot tip with the salt.
Yeah, there's some salt already in the mixer, but like Monica said, if you just put like a little pinch of salt on top, it just freshens it up and makes all of those flavors burst.
I saw that in the recipe and I was super interested in the salt for sure.
It's one of those things like you don't typically think about it. You think about it for food, right? Like
Mhm.
if you had a steak or anything really, you put some salt on it to enhance flavors. And the fact is the same thing happens in cocktails. You can have a cocktail, throw a pinch of salt on there, and it just kind of makes your taste buds come alive.
Okay, this
Right.
wasn't on the list, but I brought a pickle.
Pickle.
Wow, that's awesome.
Sue's going above and beyond.
I just wanted to try it together.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna like
Extra
paint the rim with it? Or you're gonna like stick it in there? How? Are
Oh,
you
I
gonna...
don't know. That's a good idea. Paint the rim, and then you could put
Yeah.
salt on the rim, maybe.
Oh, there you go.
I forgot my
There.
salt though. Dang it.
Oh, I got a little ice. This is awesome.
Yeah, you should probably put the salt on the rim before you pour the cocktail.
You know, whatever.
Yeah. I've
Well,
been
cheers,
saying that.
everyone. Happy Friday.
Cheers.
Is that where you lick your hand and salt it? Cheers.
Happy Friday. Yeah, you could just do the lick of the hand, salt, and then
Ooh.
drink and lick salt. You know, you could go tequila way here.
Right.
You would
So-
still have to do this before you pour the drink, but I've seen a lot of stuff lately where bars and restaurants are just salting like a side of the glass instead
Yeah.
of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kinda
people
cool.
do that, don't they? Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
I do too. I do too.
Monica,
All right.
we last saw you a month ago. I can't even believe it. And
I know.
talk about where things been the last month. How are tastings going? What's been life like at the distillery?
Yeah, so it's been crazy. I mean, we are, I would say, busier than we've ever been around here, and that's obviously with all the complications we've had. We've actually taken this kind of strange break to basically kind of rearrange our tasting, really work on our delivering really a top-notch tasting when people actually do show up. In a weird way, the tastings we're doing now are even more educational than they were before. We're the personal experience with the customer, explaining what we're doing. I think it's taken to the next level, and it's crazy that it took a pandemic to get us there. But I think the whole area is we're appreciative of these people that are coming and basically supporting us, and we were appreciative before, but even more so now. And so we're really trying to basically raise our game to the next level.
One thing that I think a lot of people who are kind of on the fence of, do I want to go out? Well, of course I want to go out. Is it safe to go out? Are they doing things? And all you see and hear people bitching and moaning about are the people who aren't doing it right. So when you have an outfit that's doing it right, talk about what that experience is like there. When I come to taste at Refined, what is the vibe? I'm obviously probably outside. What's going on? How does it look? And what do you feel like?
Yeah, so we've moved the tastings 100% outside. We have limited tables. Every table is probably a good 8 to 10 feet apart from each other. People come in. People have been super respectful. They show up with their masks. Our entire staff has their masks. They make reservations. The majority, I'd say 80% of the people that come for a tasting already have a reservation. If we have slots available and someone shows up, we'll let them go ahead and take the slot. If we don't, we're at capacity. We're not going to, just fit these 2 people in. We've got a certain amount of tables that we feel comfortable with that are safe. And so we hit a capacity, whereas before we didn't have a capacity. I mean, people would come and we would just let them keep coming in. So it's nice so that everyone has their own table. There's a table service. Our staff comes and, does the tasting literally tableside with them. For distilleries, we are now required to add a meal with all of our tastings as well. So that's, was a little complicated for us because we're not a restaurant. But we have hired a couple of local caterers, and we're ordering the food in, and we have a commercial refrigerator. And so people will sit down, we give them a menu, they tell us what they like, we bring the food out to them, they have water, and then they go through their tasting at their leisure. And so it's actually, as Alex is saying, it's a really enjoyable experience, and people are taking the opportunity just to enjoy their surroundings, and they're thrilled they're out and they're not near anybody, so they feel comfortable, safe, and it's been great. It's been really great.
And we have a lot of sanitizer. That's the other benefit of making alcohol is we can produce a lot of sanitizer as well. And so we're sanitizing everything. This place has never been so clean.
Well, the studio is super clean in here because we have Refined Distillery sanitizer every day in here. So.
I just got these little things off Amazon, these little misters, and I put my Refined in there. I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna make you all sterile. Sterilize you. And I love the little mister, and it's perfect in here. So yeah, I'm so thankful for the hand sanitizer. I think that's really cool that's kind of the experience. It's so funny, all the things that are legal now that you could never have cut someone's hair on the sidewalk next to a restaurant also eating outside. It's just bonkers, right?
And having a cocktail.
Cocktails to go. It's like
cocktails to go. It's what were you reading my diary? Cocktails to go. And then this whole thing, it's almost like I'm at a little cool restaurant where I get a little meal, and then I got this whole menu I can go through and taste. I think that it sounds like so much fun.
I would love it if, post-COVID, let's hope we get through it fast, but I would love it if the cities shut down their streets, Friday and Saturday nights, and every weekend had the restaurants and had the little lights out, and it is so dang cute as someone walking down the street and seeing people outside dying. You feel like you're in Europe or something. I think it's
super European.
huge. It's awesome.
All right. Speaking of so dang cute, I almost got tempted to throw up some senior pictures, but we'll wait a little. We'll wait a couple more minutes. A couple more minutes.
They're so good, you guys. I've seen them all. They're so good.
Oh man,
we were all really cool
of that.
I had to go in my attic for those, Suze. It was an adventure.
Yeah.
I'll do a little tease. So this is my yearbook, and now I can't. This is my yearbook. I can't do this anymore, but this is me centerfold in the yearbook.
What? I almost brought mine.
That's a back handspring.
You guys,
by the end of the show, you're going to promise to do one next week.
Yeah, next week we're doing it.
I
a month to practice.
I graduated high school from Assemblyman Jordan Cunningham. He was in my class.
Wow. Is
Oh
that you
my
and him?
gosh.
That's him. No, that's not me, but that's him. He was one of our court at the prom.
Wow, look at that.
That's so funny.
You know what's going to be really funny about seeing pictures is you can tell we're going to be able to tell what decade you graduated in.
True. That's really true.
Oh
my
yeah,
God.
my clothing, it speaks 90s
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm firmly in the late 90s. I'm super surprised I don't have puka shells on in that picture. I would have been
Reese, you weren't
disappointed.
on when this went down, were you? So you didn't like agree
No, she
to
was.
this. Oh, were you
No,
on?
she was
Okay.
here. Yeah.
Okay, it was a while ago. I couldn't
Yeah, I
remember.
agreed to this, unfortunately, which is why I'm back.
I love it. Okay, let's do this. We'll do. I want to get through just the. I want to talk for a second to Alex about the way the cucumber is made and some of the tasting notes we get from the cucumber, because it's interestingly one of like the few vodka. You know, they say like vodka is supposed to be odorless, colorless, but there's a feel to it. There's a texture to it, but it's so easy to drink. And for they're all the same alcohol, right? They're all 40% in the store and stuff. But how is this so smooth and palatable? Like it's just butter.
Yeah, because we're actually starting with a different base material than most other vodkas are made from. We're using the juice that we're recapturing from wineries that were not going to use it. In an effort to make better wines, they pull that bleed off. So we're getting wine that is destined to make red wine, but it doesn't spend any time on the skin. So it's this really high alcohol rosé. And when you make a high alcohol rosé, you also produce a lot of a chemical called glycerol. And it's when we swirl a wine glass, it's those legs that come down the side of the glass. And all it is, it's a natural sugar. And it basically has a really heavy viscosity and kind of weight in your mouth. And the reason why it's important in wine is if you have good flavors in wine, those coat your mouth and you have a really long finish. And so if you have a great wine, it makes a great wine even better. The downside with glycerol is if you have bad flavors, those bad flavors linger. And so it doesn't guarantee a good wine. It just means that if you have a good wine, it's going to make it even better. The cool thing with it in spirits is it comes across in the distillation process. And so it gives, like you said, our vodka has that beautiful weight and texture, and it makes it really soft and easy to drink just by itself, even at room temperature. You don't have to stick this in the freezer to make it palatable. It's a really easy spirit to drink. The other cool thing with it is it grabs onto flavors really well. And so, the way it coats your mouth, it also grabs those flavors when we add it. And, so with this cucumber vodka, all we're doing is using fresh cucumbers that are actually grown down in Arroyo Grande. Jay Bautista is our farmer. He farms them organically. There's a story about this here a little later, which it's another 2020 thing. But anyway, he actually grows them in Arroyo Grande for us. We get them the day he picks them, usually about 1,000 pounds a weekend. And then we have these little Bed Bath & Beyond purchased Revel juicers. We started with one, and juicing 1,000 pounds of cucumbers through one Revel juicer is quite a feat. They're not made for that much juicing. We juice them, add that juice directly to the vodka, and the glycerol in our spirits grabs onto that cucumber flavor and gives you what's just this super fresh cut cucumber character in our cucumber vodka.
Okay, I love it. That's Alex Villicana. Alex and Monica are in the distillery. Look at Evan. Evan, you have been one of the nicest kitchens. I like your vibe in your kitchen. Is that your kitchen?
Yeah.
Think dining room, but
Dining room area?
right there. Yep.
Okay, there you go. I love it. Well, how about this? I have, what we could do? We should try and we'll stump the distiller. I'll ask a vodka question, and if Alex gets it right, he can point to anybody and have their picture be revealed. If Alex gets it wrong, then we have to go to his picture first. All right?
All right.
I love it.
I'm curious what this question's going to be.
I know.
Yeah.
Come
This
on.
is like smarter than like a fifth grader stuff, or
I
like
don't know. I don't even put anyone on the spot. It's saucy.com. It's 10 facts about vodka.
oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Which is lighter, vodka or water?
Vodka is.
You want to lock that answer in, Alex?
I'm locking that in.
Locking it in. Susan's locking it in, and he is correct.
Yeah. Now, everybody, don't make eye contact.
1 liter of water equates to 1,000 grams compared to 1 liter of vodka, 950 grams. Now, how did you know that, Alex, besides being a master distiller? How did you know that?
Well, it's a crazy thing. So, like we actually do our barrel-aged vodka that you know about. And so when we actually get the barrels prepared for putting liquid in them, we actually soak them first to make sure there's no leaks. So we put the water in first. And then if we see that there's no water dripping out of it, we'll dump it out and then we'll put the vodka in. A lot of times, the vodka will start leaking because the vodka molecule is actually smaller than the water molecule. And so it actually will leak out of the barrel, even though it was basically sealed with water. And so it's just, one of those crazy things, because it affects the way you do work.
I love it. Okay.
Because life experience.
Right.
Exactly.
I want to say hi to Robin Wolf. She's one of our faves. She's a great mixologist, and she was chiming in a little earlier too on the cucumber vodka too. I love it. Okay, you ready for another one? Oh no, Alex, you get to pick someone.
Oh gosh. No whammies.
All right, choose or lose. Let's see your senior picture.
All right, and mine actually comes with a bonus baby picture.
Really?
Oh, dang.
Oh, I love it.
You look so casual and yet so
So my
concerned at the
sister,
same time.
they let us do our own pictures at Atascadero High School in the mid-90s. So when you look through this yearbook, everyone's a little bit different. And my younger sister actually took this picture, and we're like just on the campus. We lived like right at the bottom of the high school hill in Atascadero. So we're like, let's just go up there. But yeah, so 90s. Look at that outfit.
I love it.
Awesome.
And then they had us turn in a senior or a baby picture for all the seniors that year. So there's a whole section of our baby pictures. So that was mine.
I
You got a little cowboy hat going on there?
Yeah, and actually, if you expand that picture, I was on like a mini horse, like a pony. But that was like what I turned in for that. Yeah. So my mom actually was commenting on the comments. We did powder puff football, where it was like the guys were the coaches and the cheerleaders and the girls were the players. And my class of 1996 at Atascadero High School won 2-peat our junior and senior year. So, woo! Yeah. Humble brag.
Glory days.
Okay,
Yeah.
so talking about powder puff football, I actually broke my collarbone playing powder puff football.
Oh no!
Yeah, totally.
That sounds
I was
neither
like,
powder nor
what
puff.
happened? Total broken collarbone. I'm like, oh.
No.
Oh, that
That's
sucks.
got to be a tough bone to have broken.
Yeah.
It is really. I've actually broken it twice.
It's terribly
But-
inconvenient, Adam.
Terribly inconvenient of broken bone. You can't laugh. You can't turn your head. You can't move your arm. You can't cast it. You can't do anything. It's a tough one.
Oh.
But yeah, I was running and someone threw the ball and I was going to catch the ball and I was looking at the ball and just right into someone else, like a double flip in the air. And
Oh, Monica was playing hard.
So hard. Wow. I only
you
played
held on to the ball,
non-contact
right?
sports because I can't deal with broken things.
Yeah.
I'm very sensitive.
That was the only sport I ever did in school ever. I was more of like the choir nerd, but like I was like, I'm gonna play powder puff. That was fun.
Awesome.
And I was like the person tackling you, Monica. So
All right, Monica, should we ask you one? How's that? Same thing?
oh gosh, okay. It looks like my picture's coming up next.
All right, here we go. True or false? Vodka means water.
False. I'm gonna lock it in false.
You are incorrect. It is true.
Oh, boy.
Really?
Yeah, so the origin of vodka comes from the Russian word voda, which means water. That's where it comes from.
I like it.
Wow. All right, throw it out
Just like
there.
whiskey and
just like
eau de
whiskey.
vie,
Yeah.
all
Whiskey means
of
water
those
for Irish people.
have roots in water.
Yeah.
Water of life.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Monica
Water
Valentine,
from the Irish.
picture.
All right, hang on. Sorry, I got distracted. My mom reminded me that I played volleyball for a minute. I forgot about that.
My brother's
okay.
in the chat telling secrets about me, so keep an eye on that guy. Yes,
Yes.
I love
Oh
it.
my
The
God.
curls, they make it fresh.
What decade is that?
Hair.
I mean, I was like just looking at a bunch of 80s hair online today, so I'm going to go with that.
Yeah.
That
is
looks
so
like a
epic.
Junior Realtor of the Year award.
Yeah. I could totally see that picture on a Remax sign.
Yeah, like on a complimentary pad of paper.
Today I will sell this house.
That's so cute though, and your eyes are so like gorgeous. Seriously.
I know.
There's
Look
a
at
ton
those
of
eyes,
blue
yeah,
eye
wow.
makeup on it. That's why.
I think that's the most makeup Monica's ever worn, actually.
Probably, it probably is.
I love it.
Like, but my mom's like, no, when you get your picture taken, you have to wear lots of makeup. Like, oh gosh.
Kicked it on like if you were on high def TV, you'd be golden.
Totally. Totally.
Monica left the senior picture and went and showed an open house.
Sounds about right, Adam.
I love it. You're obviously it's a beautiful picture. Beautiful.
Oh my God, this was the best idea that ever happened. So good.
Now, what if we get through all of you and you don't get the question right? Does that mean my picture doesn't come up?
Oh no, we're gonna show your picture no matter what.
Let's see if I can do another one. Okay, I guess I should go to Evan.
All right.
All right, Evan.
Evan picked vodka for 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have another true or false one.
Okay,
During
50-50.
World War I, Russia banned the sale of vodka. During World War I, Russia banned the sale of vodka.
I'm going to go false on that.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Just locking it in. During World War I, Russia banned the sale of vodka. That is true.
Ah,
That is true.
Uh-oh.
As a result, the Russian government lost a third of its income like that.
yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Why I didn't think they did it, because vodka has always been such a huge part of the Russian economy.
Say it again, Monica.
Oh, we got a little laggy.
Yeah.
A little laggy, yeah. So, that is pretty wild. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready to put it up there, Evan?
Yeah, I guess.
Here we go.
I mean, this is here's the good thing about like not waiting till the end. It's like, you know, when you were in class and you didn't want to like give your
Pull the
report, it's like,
bandage off.
yeah, get it, rip off the Band-Aid. Here we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I grew
good.
into those ears.
I love
This
it.
is so good. I love the bow tie too. That is so classy.
Well, I think Evan and I came from the same, idea where like the guys they put you in a top. I mean, you obviously didn't wear pants. I mean, you wore pants, but not a tux bottom.
If I remember that correctly, I think it was just like a thing that tied around the back. Everyone had the same thing. You walked up there in like t-shirt and jeans, and they just threw that thing around you, took your picture, and said leave. So yeah, that was definitely like assembly line senior portrait.
Did they make you
That's how.
was it at the school, or would you like go and do like a photography place?
No, it was at the school. It was like at the auditorium, and everyone stood in line, and you waited. You walked up. There were, I think, 2 or 3 different little studio booths, and you go to that one, and that was it. There was no creativity to that at all. It was just, everyone's going to have the same portrait in the high school.
Yeah.
That's how ours was. I think that's the 80s for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh gosh.
It's the same background.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. The same background.
Okay, so who's the actor? You look like an actor, Evan. You look like that was with Cher in her big movie with like the making the pizza and
Nicolas Cage.
yes.
Oh yeah.
I have heard that before. Yes.
That's a good one.
Totally.
I
Great.
love you, Peggy Sue.
I totally see
I
it.
was like, take it down.
Susan's just gonna keep putting that up throughout the
Right.
podcast. The next time Reese plays a song, she's going to say that she's putting Reese on live, but it's just going to be my picture for Reese's entire song.
I wish I had the skill to quickly animate your face so while she's singing, it's you.
Oh gosh, that would be something.
That might be scary.
Okay, you guys ready? Reese, should we go with Reese now? Let's go with Reese.
All right.
Oh, we're doing it.
All
Doing
right.
it?
Reese.
All right, so this one has bonus also with Reese.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh.
No,
No, wait, I didn't get it. Oh God. Yeah, I didn't
Oh.
change. I didn't do the
I
question
didn't see
yet.
it.
No pressure
Oh.
or anything.
Okay,
Sorry.
here we go. Here's the question.
I
Reese.
thought you were just fast forwarding.
Oh, no. Okay, here we go. This is the
Jumping out.
question. I'm going to give you the
Such
name
a
of
jerk.
3 actors, and you're going to tell me which one has a vodka brand.
Okay.
Charlie Sheen, Charlie Hunnam, or Channing Tatum?
Where's Charlie Hunnam, by the
That was
way?
the guy from Sons of Anarchy.
Did you just say Charlie? Which
Charlie.
Charlie Sheen? I'm not familiar with
from
him.
Sons of Anarchy. He's a popular actor.
I'm
Charlie.
gonna go with Charlie Sheen only because he seems to be a man that enjoys vodka.
Yeah, a little too much.
Yeah.
You said
All
it,
right.
not me.
Do you want to lock in Charlie Sheen?
I will lock in Charlie Sheen.
Charlie
Charlie.
Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
All right. That answer is wrong because it's Channing Tatum.
Oh,
Really?
Oh, what
Okay.
brand? What's the brand?
Magic Mike.
It's called Born and Bred.
Ah.
Born and Bred, and bread is spelled B-R-E-D. Born and Bred vodka.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it's not BREAD. That'd be weird.
I know. Unless it's
Okay.
like a wheat-based
Could be
vodka.
wheat, right? Yeah.
Well, here it is for more than 2 seconds.
Oh gosh, that's me and my best friend Jenny Honda. She'll probably not thank us for also.
I
So
love
good.
it. Is that a prom picture?
That's a homecoming buddy shot where we decided not to spend any money on homecoming, so we just switched dresses from the previous dance.
That's awesome.
I
I
will
love
I
it.
love it. I
My
love
gosh,
it.
I have slightly more hair then.
And
Yeah,
speaking
definitely.
of same backgrounds,
Yeah.
Totally.
The portrait bleeds right into the photo of you and your friend.
Yeah, there you go. It's
So
that
why does
soft-
Reese look so like normal? She looks totally normal
You know?
compared to
Yeah.
other times.
I had to tell you guys that I'm a vampire, and that's me 20 years ago. So I'm exactly the same.
Wow.
Dang.
That is amazing.
I
I
remember
love-
when I was in high school or just out of high school, I worked at Sears Portrait Studio. So we'd see all those like backgrounds and just like put them on a string, and they're all just like different versions of the same thing.
Yeah.
Besides
Also-
the lasers background was my favorite.
Also,
Remember
like
Reese
being
one?
real, like I feel like that necklace you're wearing could easily have been puka shells.
I think it could. I think that it was like. I think that was a bead necklace, but I think that I also wore puka. Like it was just an off day. I had.
not like Evan, where you were like bow tie.
Yeah.
Totally going bow tie.
That was our casual shot. Like Evan, I had to put on this like kind of Velcro thing that was like the top of a sleeveless dress, or like, and that was everyone's senior portrait. But this was the one on my ID.
Your brother. Your brother.
Yay, Reese. Note the eyebrows. Yes, yes. In the 90s, we didn't have as many eyebrow.
I don't believe your brother would call something like that out.
It's
Right.
because I sent him the picture
Right.
on like the family chat, and we were all making fun of it collectively, so he knows that I agree.
Okay. I was going to say, because my brother would be like, what? You have eyebrows?
Tom's the best. He used to work for L'Oreal, and he used to just send me all of the products that I ever needed or wanted.
That's awesome. Totally spoiled.
We
We have a problem.
What? Oh, that's
yeah.
what
Oh,
I'm saying.
no.
I got through my whole cocktail too.
Yeah, let's do cocktail 2, and then when we
Awesome.
after cocktail 2, we'll get into Sue's.
Do we want to do a song first, or we want to get right to the next cocktail?
All right,
I
Evan.
don't know what you think, Reese. Would you rather have a drink and then get into a song, or would you rather sing and earn your cocktail?
Song.
Whatever you want. Whatever you want. You're the
Yeah,
best.
let's do song. Well, you guys
Oh,
pick,
cool.
I'll do song, and then I'll get into my cocktail.
All right, Reese is
Awesome.
going to sing for us. Now, is this a cover or is this an original?
I think I'm gonna do a cover, and this one goes out to you, Susan Adam.
All right.
Can it include the word pineapple in it?
Oh, no.
Pineapple.
Wow, I don't think I
have a
have one of
pen.
those. I'll have to go back into my Jimmy Buffett.
Okay,
catalog. I'm
then
sure
never
he has-
mind. Not the deal last time, the big deal.
I know. Here's one that I've never ever played before. This is a cover I've never done before.
Wow.
I just did this because I was thinking of you guys.
Oh my gosh. Reese, you're so good to us.
There's a girl I know, she's the only one I dream of. Looks into my eyes, takes me to the clouds above. Oh, I lose control, can't seem to get enough. When I wake from dreaming, tell me, is it really love? How will I know? How will I know? How will I know? How will I know? How will I know if she really loves me? I say a prayer with every heartbeat. I fall in love whenever we meet. I'm asking you 'cause you know about these things. Will I know if she's thinking of me? I try to phone, but I'm too shy, can't speak. Falling in love is so bittersweet. This love is strong, why do I feel weak? Wake me, I'm shaking. Wish I had you near now. Oh. Said there's no mistaking what I feel is real love. Tell me, how will I know? Girl, trust your feelings. How will I know? How will I know? How will I know? How will I know if she's thinking of me? I try to phone, but I'm too shy, can't speak. Falling in love is so bittersweet. This love is strong, why do I feel weak? How will I know if she's thinking of me? I try to phone, but I'm too shy, can't speak. Falling in love is so bittersweet. This is love strong, why do I feel weak? How will I know?
Yes, Reese, I love that version.
Oh, great.
I
good.
just thought about playing that song, and I don't think I've ever really covered a Whitney song other than with Pink and Purple. So that's what you guys
That was
get.
awesome. That was so awesome.
Incredible. I love it. Reese, what have you been up to as far as like music playing? I know you're always working with different organizations and causes.
Yeah. I'm still doing live streams for nonprofits. I'm doing a lot of. I'm learning how to do different collaborations. So I actually did an instrumental for the City of Slow, and I'm trying to write songs, and then I send them to my bandmates. The Tipsy Gypsies have a single probably coming out that we're working on, and we all do it from home. And we put it together at our homes. It's been a new exercise in trying to make it work and still be creative.
I love it. Very good.
Awesome.
I cannot wait to hear new Tipsy Gypsies, by the way. I'm a huge fan.
I can tell. Yeah, we're trying to put it together. Actually, it's on me because I wrote this one. I write like 1 out of 10 songs for the Tipsy Gypsies, but this one's mine, so it's kind of on me to get my act together to get it recorded. So
I may or may not have secretly heard a little piece of your like scratch track for that.
oh yeah, I think you did. I think I did it on one of my live streams for funsies.
Suze, do you have a microphone for your mixer? It's like the loudest mixer I've ever.
I'm sorry.
We're not where that mute button is.
I think we should do the synchronized mixing this time.
It's like
Synchronized mixing.
Yeah, synchronized mixing this time.
I love it. Okay, so let's talk about what are we doing? Let's get into this next cocktail.
We're going to do the drunken cucumber, or pepino borracha, if you will. Again, we're focusing on the cucumber vodka. This is a fun, super fun cocktail. Pineapple juice, lime juice. We've got the simple syrup. I believe the recipe calls for mint and cucumber slices for garnish. I'm actually going to garnish it with cilantro, which I absolutely love, adding that aroma of the cilantro, that fresh cilantro in there. So 1.5 of your cucumber. This is going to be martini style, so we're not doing this on the rocks. We're going to do this up. We've got 3/4 pineapple juice.
All right.
And we're going to try and time this so that we can
We're
all
ready to
shake
shake
together.
over here.
What, Monica? You were doing it during the song, weren't you? Damn it.
No, I wasn't. We're ready
You
to
were ahead of the
shake.
game.
I'm
Hang tight.
competitive.
Hang
I was
tight.
finding
Forget that.
pineapple.
Monica
pictures.
competitive? No.
Again, so then it's okay. Hold on. Fresh squeeze. You got the lime juice. Got a little bit of the honey. Okay.
Wait, okay, so Monica, you're competitive, right? And aside from selling real estate in high school, what else were you doing?
Well, on the weekends when I wasn't showing homes, I was a tennis player.
Oh yeah, did we talked
Yeah.
about that last time? Because Reese played tennis too.
Uh-huh.
She actually took a serve with against Pete Sampras.
Nice.
So she wasn't just any tennis player; she was a good tennis player.
But I must say, the serve, when he served it and I went to go return it, it literally knocked me on my butt.
Oh
Like, I
gosh, she
literally-
was serving like over 100 miles before everyone was. That's some serious.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
That's
You
crazy.
ready for shaking?
Yeah, let's go. Let's give it a shake. All right, go ahead.
I'm not, but go ahead, and I'll just mute myself when I'm shaking. It's fine. I don't want to hold you guys back. I'm so close. I just need the simple, and then I'm good.
Okay, we're waiting for you, Suze.
Okay. This is like,
That was a pretty intense time for, tennis. There was a lot. I think of some of those folks in that time. There were a lot of big names then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it was crazy. It was me.
Agassi, Beyond Board.
Pete
Gosh,
Sampras.
Agassi, Steffi Graf, like that was the time.
It
Monica
was,
Seles.
oh, yeah.
We ready?
Chris and Martina.
so if we're like synchronized shaking, are we doing some sort of like fun like dance movement with it? I'm thinking of like synchronized swimming.
Freestyle.
Freestyle.
This is like Zumba or something, right?
All right. It didn't sound as like, yeah.
It wasn't as loud when
No, I was expecting
we were all
one.
shaking.
All
Yeah.
of us together.
I think I did a double, so ours was more liquid than ice. I must admit.
Oh my God! What is this?
Yeah,
That's a
I
huge
actually I made a lot too, you guys. Oops.
Oops.
Oh well.
This is one of my favorites.
Cheers, everybody.
That looks good. I like
Cheers.
I
it.
love your cilantro idea.
I like Evan's glassware.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
The coupe is classic, and
Coupe,
for
yeah.
an up cocktail
I
like
got
this,
cilantro on my Tower Garden. Hold on.
Yeah, go get the cilantro.
I
That's
grabbed
a
a little
great
bit of milk
idea.
before I got in.
So I have a friend that like will not use stemmed glassware like that because he's afraid of knocking it over. So
Fair.
when you go to a place where like it should come in like a coupe or like a martini glass, it's like he tries to order it in like a, what are these?
rock.
Like a
Gumbo.
low,
Yeah.
like low ball rock glass. Yeah.
Rocks glass, yeah, or yeah.
love it.
For the first cocktail, he could probably do a stemware.
Yeah.
And then after that, yeah.
After that,
What's funny-
it's over.
Yeah, right. Then it's like, well, then you start just strategically ordering cocktails that'll come in like a very stable glass. You're like, can I have a sippy cup?
Both
Hey,
hands.
Suze, I can ask you a vodka trivia question. You didn't get one yet.
Okay,
right.
well, I mean, I already showed mine, so I have nothing to lose.
Okay. That's true. You have nothing to lose.
I'll
Okay.
try.
I want you to name, let me give you 3 selections. Name the one that is a vodka flavor that is on the market.
Okay.
Wild salmon, fresh cut grass, blueberry pancake. Which
So-
one of those is a legit vodka for sale on the market?
Well, I mean, I'll say the one that I hope it is because the other ones sound kind of weird, but the blueberry pancake,
Okay, you want to lock that answer in?
I'm locking it in.
You are right because all of them are real.
Oh! I thought maybe like
Oh,
fresh cut grass kind of might work because
Yeah.
it's like that greenery, but salmon?
I feel
Wild
like fresh
salmon.
cut grass was like a
Wild
fragrance
salmon.
from like the Gap.
Yeah. Well, you hear like fresh cut grass kind of sometimes in wine descriptors, don't you, Monica?
Sauvignon Blanc.
Oh
Yeah.
you all the time, all
Yeah.
the time.
That's crazy. So some of the other ones, bacon, PB&J, vodka, buttered popcorn, dill pickle. So
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Some of those okay.
Terrible.
Yeah, some of those terrible.
Okay, so I have let's do a little marketing meeting right here. I propose, Monica, you and Alex make a chicken and waffles vodka.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna draw the line at meat flavored vodka, Adam.
You know, as crazy as it
I
sounds,
think
there's
that's a good line
a
to draw,
spirit-
Reese. That's a good
Yeah.
good place to stake
Right.
your flag.
there's a spirit out of South America. Well, there's a spirit out of South America that actually they hang raw chicken inside the still, and so they basically cook it with the alcohol vapors as it's coming across. It sounds horrible. I've never tried it, but I mean,
Yeah.
you know, there's some crazy things out there.
So then they eat it. That's how they cook the chicken. They eat.
No, they're using that as like
Flavoring,
a flavoring for the spirit. It's not a vodka, but it's,
Wow.
Yeah, it's a mezcal that does that. That they
Is it a mezcal?
They hang the chicken over top, and some of the fat drips down. into the-
Well,
into the vodka.
there now we know where the next virus is going to come from.
No, I'm interested and I'm horrified.
hey, no, you got the alcohol. It's going to kill any virus.
Damn. All right, so Suze, you get to pick someone. Am I the only
Okay. Who do we have left? We have you.
I think
and
Adam. I think
yeah,
it's Adam.
I'm gonna go with Adam.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna go with Adam. Adam's came with a
Oh,
little
that's right.
extra.
Alex
Yes,
hasn't
the
gotten picked
seniors
yet.
got to do a senior quote, and the quote would be below your picture in the yearbook.
Yeah,
So-
I edited it so we could see it bigger, but here you go.
Oh my gosh.
He has
Adam.
a tuxedo too.
Adam, your part's in the middle, bro.
Well,
It's slightly off center, like slightly off
I think that's the natural part.
yeah. There you go.
I love it.
So
Oh,
young,
Adam.
such a baby.
Same
Oh,
background,
Same
same background.
Same background.
That's the background.
I love
All I
it.
need is like a.
We don't have to do this.
I just.
Well, your bow tie is like really large, Adam.
I
I
picked mine.
That's a
and
clip
Adam's
on.
background is the
No.
same.
That went, it's a clip on. I didn't really tie it, but it goes all the way around.
It's a clip on. Does anyone actually know how to tie a bow tie?
No.
I do.
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's tough because a clip on you can like adjust, but like a bow tie, you have to get it the right amount of tightness. So you kind of have to
Yeah.
like there's a lot of discomfort there for a while. So I don't wear bow ties.
I
Yeah.
do, but it takes me about a half hour to tie it and a lot of cussing.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Even with YouTube, I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
So when was the last time you had to wear a bow tie somewhere?
I mean, even when I dress up now, like if I host something or whatever, I go with a regular tie. You know, I like them better. One time I did a Hearst Castle event and had kind of like an ascot. That was kind of cool.
Oh, was that last year? I like that.
Yeah, that was when you performed up there.
Oh yeah,
didn't you?
because the Tipsy Gypsies were there, right?
Yep, we were there.
Yeah, they would have had you back this year too. They didn't cancel it. I mean, obviously they loved you.
I know. I drove by it and it looked so beautiful up there, and I wished I was playing in front of the cathedral that they have up there.
Yeah, and if you don't know Tipsy Gypsies, you should check them out and listen to them because you pick that music and like put it in front of like Casa Grande at Hearst Castle on an event where they're like trying to kind of I mean, it's perfect. Right.
So Adam did not give me this picture to share, but I stole it off his Instagram.
I love it.
That phone!
Car phone.
Like the Karate Kid right there.
A corded car phone. That is classic.
Yeah, car phone. That is prom night in the limo. And what's funny about that limo is that my friend and I couldn't. We had dates, but we couldn't afford a limo. So we were walking home from school one day, and we saw this limo outside a house, like a really nice house. We just saw a limo, and we're like, "Oh my god! I wonder if like that's that guy. Like, that guy just owns a limo." So this guy answers the door, and he's probably like maybe late 30s, early 40s, like super young to I would think have a limo. And I said, "Hey, we just want to go to prom in it. What do you think? How much would you charge us?" He said, "Tip my driver, and you can have it for the night."
What? That is such an Adam Montiel story too.
Can you believe that? So, got this limo. All we had to do, we tipped the driver, like $100 something bucks. I don't know, whatever it was. And then we had the limo all night long. It was really cool.
Cute.
Did you run up the long distance on the phone?
Yeah, how much did that call cost you?
Yeah. That's 58 cents a minute right there.
Is that the same bow tie?
Yeah, no. It's literally calling. I probably was just calling the time lady, like at the tone, Pacific Daylight Time will be.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You remember calling time? That's
853-1212.
853-1212. That's right.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
That is old school. Like, do you think your kids even know about that, Alex? Like,
No.
I can't believe I remember that number, but it's like.
I know.
That's so
Is there
classic.
such thing as 411 anymore?
No, now they just use. Now it's Google.
Like, what would happen if you dialed 411?
411 was like this number where it was like an encyclopedia of information and phone numbers, but you had to be like willing to pay for. So I would like build up my 411s because you could ask for like 3 things in a call. So I was like, I'm going to use them all. I'm going to get the most out of this I can,
Emergency breakthrough. I need an emergency breakthrough.
Oh my God, an emergency breakthrough. You remember these when you would prank your friends who were on the other line and you'd be like, I need to do an emergency breakthrough. And then they're like, hi, this is the operator. Adam wants to break.
Like party lines when you could like get like 3 of your friends on. Oh man.
Yeah.
And now we're like on the internet with faces together.
You're like, oh, I need to use the internet.
Oh
You
my
get
God.
the emergency breakthrough, and they're like, you're like, so what time are we meeting? like it was not an emergency. Like, it was just too. So are you getting the beer or am I getting the beer?
My telephone company actually forbade emergency breakthroughs coming from my number because I used it so many times as a prank. Like, we lost our house privilege of that.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
So great. I love it. Well, yeah, so these were some, I don't know, relatively easy, interesting, kind of off the wall little vodka facts. But it made it a fun way to look at our senior pictures. Run through those real quick, Suze.
Yeah, we still have the big reveal because we haven't shown shown Alex yet.
Sure.
I expect Alex's to look exactly like Alex looks today.
I bet.
Ooh, the pearls still get me every time. Oh God.
I know, right? What was that?
Here we
Are
go.
you guys ready? Are we ready?
Let's see.
Oh,
Oh, I love it.
No different.
cutest.
You
No
have a
difference.
natural background.
Oh my God, I love it.
Okay, does he not look like he's in like 7th grade?
Yeah, you do look really young.
Looks like Leave It to Beaver.
I think the only difference might be the hair's parted on the other side now.
No, it's not really.
Wait, is that true? Let's see.
No, I think it's the same.
Let me see.
Yeah.
No,
That is so cute.
Same
Yeah,
side.
I mean, like you must have always gotten carded and stuff when you were starting to buy booze as a kid.
Oh, it was a joke, man. I think I finally stopped getting carded about 10 years ago.
That is awesome. Yeah, look, Monica's right. You look like you're like 12 there.
Seriously, when I saw that, and the first time when I first saw it, and I'm like, oh gosh, was that like your 8th grade graduation or whatever? It's like, no, that's my senior picture. I'm like, what?
Wow.
You look like you're like in 5th grade.
Where are you? Well, you're obviously doing mission work in the Amazon or something, right? Where did you
No, actually, it was the same type of like put everybody through the pictures, but it was just our school did it outside instead of doing it with that background.
Oh my God, he's the only one that has a great back. Oh no, Sue's had a great background.
Sue's had a great background.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sue, no.
Now, Suze, did you dress in black a lot in high school? Was that a thing for you?
Or life, dude.
So you were kind of,
You're lucky I wore gray today. It's a shade of black.
Would you were goth in high school?
I don't know if I could. Yeah, like gothy hippie. If you can imagine a mix of that in the 90s. That's what I was doing.
Did you align with the goth people? Like, did you know them and were they friendly with you and them and all that?
I guess, yeah. I had friends in all the groups when I was in high school. I'm a very social person.
Yeah. What about you guys? Were anybody play sports or anybody?
Yeah, I was a jock preppy. I mean, I would full on wear like J. Crew pantsuits to school because it was technically our dress code, but I would just like go for it.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's great. What about you, Evan?
And I played tennis, so I was just like the most country club preppy kid that
A
ever
total
was.
country club.
Did anybody have a letter in high school? Did you letter in anything? Is that what did you play? Where you got?
I lettered every year and I was MVP every year. This is a different time in my life.
Wow. She won't even run now.
I won't even exercise, but I did come to Cal Poly on a tennis scholarship, and now I never play tennis because it's too much effort.
Now, do you think if you got out on the tennis court, you'd slip right back into it and just kill?
I think that I would be really frustrated that I'm not as fast and as skilled as I was. In my brain, I'm still like a very spry 22-year-old, and I'm like
Aren't we all
not anymore. But in
totally
my
hear
mind,
that.
I'm good at tennis.
The real question is, do you think you could take Monica?
Oh gosh,
Yeah,
I don't know.
and what?
Oh, this sounds like the
tennis.
next broadcast
This is the
has to
next
be-
challenge.
Yeah,
I'm very, very
Yeah.
lazy,
it's going to
Adam.
be on a tennis court.
As long
We're
as you're
gonna
on the
be
side
mixing
doing
up
back
cocktails,
handsprings,
tennis
I think
court
we got it.
Oh,
Oh my God. So
Exactly.
We will all break our asses if we do.
I know.
I know.
I will hurt
The
myself.
last
I have
summer-
no illusions on my ability now. I will hurt myself. I know I will.
last summer, we went to Lake Tahoe. We go every summer, and we play family tennis, and it's hilarious because our son has like no skill, or what would you say?
He's never taken a lesson of tennis in his life.
And
So
it's ugly, but he wins all the time. He
Because
has
he's
like
super athletic.
super all this stuff, like, and he like
Yeah.
calls a Hawaiian punch and all this stuff. We're like, dude, how'd you get that over the net?
When
I ended up pulling a hamstring.
Ooh.
I mean, like, what? It's
that's like when you get so mad that you try so hard that you hurt yourself. That would be me.
He's like
Exactly what happened.
he's playing it like it's giant person ping pong and just kicking ass.
Yeah, you go out there and those ugly wins just frustrate everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a win's a win, man. That's what I
Win.
say.
Yeah, we're all like trying to do nice form, and he's like doing this stuff through his legs and like up in the air. We're like, what the hell?
I love it.
I feel like maybe like Monica and I could square off on like a football situation.
Don't hurt
Tough
yourself.
girl.
That's again injury. I'm
Yeah, I
telling
know.
you guys.
I love it.
Oh, man.
Well, before we get into another song from Reese, you're down to do one more and close that, right? Let's talk about what's going down at the distillery this weekend. Monica, Alex?
So this weekend we're just open for tasting. I mean, talk about beautiful weather. It's kind of like everyone knew the fair wasn't here, so the weather dialed down 20 degrees, right? It's like, that's crazy. But so we're benefiting from it. We have the outside tastings, and we have reservations. So go to refinedistillery.com to visit, and you can book a reservation. The experience, as I told you earlier, is fabulous. Evan will be working tomorrow, so you can meet Evan, and we'll do a nice tasting, great food.
Please make it stop.
Sorry,
We'll have like a background in a photo studio tomorrow.
Can you guys, I'll send you that if you want to print it out for the distillery.
Maybe there's a button.
Yeah, that's your pass card.
Hi, I'm Evan.
I'm Evan. Maybe we should have him in uniform now.
Or can you, or like if you guys want to like make little like name cards that you wear at the distillery.
Oh my God, you know what I'm gonna do? Monica, close your ears. I'm gonna take Monica's picture and I'm gonna get one of those hanging signs and put it up like it's a real estate sign.
Put it on bus.
Put it up at the distillery.
Right.
Yeah, but you guys laugh, but I'll be closing deals, signing escrows left and right.
I
I'll
love
be
it.
throwing it in.
This was so much fun. Thanks, guys, for being such good sports.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
If you came into this late, I'd wait till it resets on the feed and watch the whole video. It was a lot of fun today. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Alex and Monica, for sure. Thank you, Susan Luce, for running it back at the mothership.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me, guys. This has been so much fun. This, like, seriously.
Great way to start the weekend.
I know, it really is. And Reese,
For sure.
Reese, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us and closing us out too. We love you. We really appreciate you.
Always.
All right.
Thank you,
What are you
everyone.
gonna do? What's she doing?
I have one that's like I did special for Adam, or I have a Lake Street Dive song.
Oh, special for Adam always, right?
Okay.
Obviously, that's. I love Lake Street Dive, but we'll defer to Adam.
Okay,
Aw.
here's one. This one goes out to Adam. Again, a song I've never performed before, but I'm just pulling it out for this stream. Okay, here we go. See if you can
Cheers.
spot this one, Adam. I'm pretty sure you can.
Cheers. Cheers, guys.
I can't sleep at night, I toss and turn, listen for the telephone. And when I get your call, I'm all choked up, can't believe you called my home. And as a matter of fact, it blows my mind you would even talk to me, because a girl like you is a dream come true, real life fantasy. No matter what your friends try to tell you, people make you fall in love, and we will be together any kind of weather. Track that, strike that, every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together, girl. Every little step. I can't sleep at night, I toss and turn, listen for the telephone. When I get your call, I'm all choked up, can't believe you call my home. And as a matter of fact, it blows my mind you would even talk to me, because a girl like you is a dream come true, real life fantasy. No matter what your friends try to tell you, people make you fall in love, and we will be together any kind of weather. Strike that, strike back, every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together, girl. Every little step, yeah. Every little step I take, every little step, every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together, girl.
Yeah.
I'm
So
pulling
good.
this out for you.
Such a
Evan.
great way to start the weekend.
Well, I love that you did Whitney and Bobby.
Yeah, I did them. I did Whitney.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Oh, you put such a smile on my heart, Reese. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Alex and
me.
Monica, Evan, of course, Suze. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us too. If you're watching,
Great
And
time, as
check out
always.
refinedistillery.com. My goodness, cheers, guys.
Thank you
Yeah.
all. What a great hour. Have a
Bye,
great weekend.
guys. Oh, this is always like the most awkward part where I just have to
You
turn it
hang up
off.
first. No,
No, you.
Goodbye.
No, you.
No, you. No.
Goodbye.
Okay. Love you. Also, refinedistillery.com.
Woo!
And hit up some vodka.
Yeah, come out and taste this weekend.
Gins. I just don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. I'm like that chick at the bar that they're turning the lights off or on, and they're like, "Get out of here."
You don't have to go home. You can't stay here, Sue.
How
All right.
funny would it be if we were in the time of COVID where we could actually do a tennis match
Oh my
where
God.
Reese would just wipe my clock clean, I'd pull a hamstring, and Adam would be doing backflips.
Yeah, Adam doing backflips. I've hyperextended my knee. It's a day.
Yeah.
This is
Post
2021.
COVID date.
2021, the year of backflips and tennis
2021.
matches. All right.
Hey,
Love
it's
you guys.
outside. I don't see why we couldn't.
Bye,
do it.
guys.
All right, take care.